Welcome to H2EG Backstage. I am your host, Moke Wallace, and on today's special episode, I have a tastemaker, a event coordinator, a DJ, a personality. I have Cam the Tastemaker. How you doing, brother?
Doing, man. How you doing, man?
I'm great. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me, man. For real.
It may or may have not been short notice. I know it is lovely outside.
It's all
you
good.
could be anywhere in the world, but you are here with us today.
Oh yeah, man.
How you doing, man?
I'm good, bro. I'm blessed. Can't complain, bro.
I feel you. Now, I say this a lot. I want to take things slow because I want to gain better knowledge on some things.
Okay.
I want to gain better knowledge about you, about the word tastemaker.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because you've been called Cam the Tastemaker. I discovered you 6 years ago, but how long have you been called that?
About 7 or 8 years.
Yeah?
Yeah, about maybe even longer actually.
What does a tastemaker consist of?
It's the person that can tell you kind of what's hot before it's hot. You know what I mean? Like you got influencers nowadays, so if we can like compare it to like an influencer is like, you know, pay me and I'll put you in front of my fans, but you don't know like what type of fans they are. A tastemaker is somebody who's like niche.
Right.
Who's like, yo, like I'm telling you about this, and if you start noticing the things that they talk about 2-3 years down the road become something, that's how you know a tastemaker.
So you have to not only be trustworthy, but you have to, I mean, no pun intended, but have very, very good taste to 100%. Call yourself, to have the name Cam the Tastemaker.
Yeah, well, that's funny because it actually came from like South by. I was given the name. There was a time where, you know, I was throwing unofficial shows, but you couldn't really tell because the artists I had on the show were just majors. And they were people that, you know, in the South, we didn't know about them. But then, you know, a year or two later on, they get on our radio stations. And it's just because I had connections in different parts of the country that were telling me, yo, this person's hot where we're at. And I knew that we were late. So if I brought them to South by, not only would I be helping them as an artist getting to somewhere, but then also I could become that person that everybody knows. If you go on that stage, you might blow the fuck up.
So,
can I cuss?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I know, are you from here?
I mean, I pretty much
been here long enough,
been there
right?
long enough, yeah.
So for the people who've been here, let's say 10 plus years, you know how we get down on the scene.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We know we like to party, like to do whatever.
Right.
But when did you say, hey, I'm out here chilling, partying, doing whatever, I need to make a business out of this?
Oh, damn, that was a long time ago, actually. I used to think I could rap. You know what I'm saying? And
are you a rapper?
Nah, I mean, I love music, so I dabble here. Just like anybody, like if you see a drum set, I'm gonna drum it.
Right, yeah.
You know, if I find a mic, I'm gonna rap on it. But I don't really rap anymore. But like when I was in high school, I was rapping a lot, and I was the first one to have a car when I was like 15, 16 years old, and I was up there in Round Rock, and so we didn't have nowhere to perform. And so, you know, I heard of this place called Victory Grill down on the east side.
That was when I moved here. I'm born here, but I didn't live my adult life here until I was 23.
Got you.
My first show here was at Victory Grill, man.
You don't know how many people can say that, bro.
Yeah.
And back then, that was our hub, and it was on a Tuesday night. I don't know what my parents were thinking on Tuesday nights. Every week, I was going from Round Rock.
15 at Victory Grill?
Bro, I was, me and anybody I could fit in my car, bro, on a Tuesday night.
On a good 30, 40 minute drive.
Didn't care.
Yeah.
I was performing that night. So I went a couple times and we killed it. And you know, like I said, I brought my friends. So I brought cars and I'm performing. I'm like, yo, I'm bringing 3-4 people with me. You know what I'm saying? You know, cars with me. So we had 10 people showing up at least. And back then there was nobody showing up to these things.
Right.
And so the manager of the place was just like, hey man, you want to like start hosting these?
At that age, did you know the significance of Victory Grill?
Not at all, bro.
I didn't know until after I performed. And I was just like,
it's an amazing place, bro. It's the greatest place that's untold in Austin.
Yeah.
I believe that, straight up. And the guy that was running it was just like, you want to start hosting the events here? So that's, you know, at first.
15.
At 15.
Wow.
But the thing was, I didn't even know what opportunity he was giving me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, oh, I can put myself on stage every week.
Right, yeah.
And then I realized I wasn't making no money.
Right.
So if I put other people on stage, other people come, now I can make money. okay. And then I was making money at 16. I was bringing up $400 on a Tuesday.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And not knowing, and then started just bringing up my own artist. Like, you remember them G-Spot boys?
Yeah.
Boys.
You brought
them to the Victory Grill.
What?
Yeah, I started bringing, at 17, 18 years old, I was bringing artists. You know what I'm saying? Because I started realizing if I don't put myself on stage, and then they pick me up, like artists would pick me up like, yo, I like how you do business. You want to be a tour manager? So I started tour managing. And it just started like everything that artists needed.
So let me, hold on. I'm not gonna redo the intro, but let me add in tour manager.
Bro, I do everything.
You know what I'm saying? Just dropping gems like as we go on. So, and this started at 15.
Young, bro.
So you were a tastemaker before you had the name.
Yeah, I just didn't know. I didn't know what that meant. I didn't know that I was at the forefront of stuff.
Right.
Because I was always just looking for what the artist needed. What is artist? Oh, they need.
Where are you originally from?
Man, I was born in San Angelo. Straight up,
dude,
San Angelo. My dad's in the military.
I moved here from Midland, Texas.
There you go. My dad was in the military. I was there for like 2 weeks. I've never been.
Oh, okay.
You know,
but still, we stopped there. You know what it is. When, yeah. Wow.
And then but then after that we moved everywhere. I went to Germany. We was all over the place because my dad.
Were you doing? What was here your first time when you started dabbling in rap and stuff and becoming what you are today? Okay.
Yeah, Austin is everything, but that's why I haven't left. I mean, I could have got jobs anywhere.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Like, and it's just because of people I know, but it's like, nah, I knew Tesla was gonna start coming here.
Yeah.
I knew, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the spot.
It hurt my heart when they bought out the music lab.
Bruh. See, that's
because the music lab was like
that's type of stuff we gotta preserve, dog.
I used to, when I first started podcast, I would kind of podcast in Music Lab, but I make beats. So I would just go there just so I can have it loud and do everything. And but that's some stuff we need to preserve. Bro. But I know that bag was probably crazy.
Oh, it was crazy because these California, they don't play.
Yeah, because
it makes me so mad.
They come here and be like, $400,000 for a house, that's nothing. Like, what?
Yes, bro.
Man, come on.
Yes, bro. My dad's from LA, and we sold my grandmother's house for over $1 million, bro. And it was
in LA
nothing.
Or here?
In LA, and it was a nothing house. Yeah. Compared to like what houses are out there. Stop it, dog. Stop it. So I'm sure they was over here like, what? I got land, and this house is huge. 400,000. Here's the cash right here. I just sold my house for what? Here's the cash. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Yeah, people were moving to Houston, but they taking over our venues, dog. Like they bringing these condos in right next to a iconic venue and then blaming the venue for being loud. It's like, bro, you're now Austin.
I'm now see, you've opened up Pandora's box on this interview, so I'm sorry, this is gonna be kind of unorthodox. I'm gonna jump around.
I'm good with it.
So now that you brought that up, as a tastemaker, what are you? I mean, there's only so much you can do by yourself. But as a tastemaker, what comes to mind, or what do you try to do when you see things like that? When you see the gentrification, dude. I used to live on Riverside. Now you see Riverside is high rise.
Go to the grill. Go to the grill 15 years ago. Go to the grill now. That street is not the same. We was popping pistols on 12th.
Yeah.
Okay. It was called Dozen Street back then. It wasn't 12th Street. We was popping, after the show, we was popping pistols like, we killed it.
Yeah.
And wouldn't no cops come, wouldn't nothing. It was cool. It was nothing. We was fighting out there, all kinds of, and then now, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole different set. But what I do to answer your question is we have to evolve. We have to, okay? So one thing that I complained about was that there wasn't enough money in Austin that was coming to our communities, you know what I'm saying? And so that being said, we gotta own some of this stuff and quit like renting from somebody. We gotta own, because that's the reason we lost it, because we didn't own it. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that's the difference is now we just gotta put ourselves into these positions and quit segregating ourselves. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? If Austin now is like what, 7%, you know, urban community, black people, right? It's like, if we only trying to cater to them, we missing 93% of the pot.
Right.
And that don't make no sense.
Right.
You feel me? We got to take some of their money too, so that we can start giving back to our community for real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's just what it is. We have to start finding ways to mingle and intersect and become the tastemakers. They don't know how to reach our community. Right. They'll pay us to do that.
Right. Yeah. That's where you come in.
Yes.
So you benefit either or.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
How you position yourself.
And don't get it twisted. It's nothing selling out, because if the bread is going to an Austin dude, then it's a win.
It's about what you do with it afterwards.
Right.
But if I can't get to that point, and that's what I'm starting to realize now, is like I was doing so much help laterally to so many people. I'm helping brands, I'm helping events, because I'm looking at it like if I can get them popping, they can start reinvesting in me. Right. You know what I'm saying? In different ways.
But people don't think like that.
They don't. Well, it's not long term.
Right.
Nothing's long term. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard. You feel me? Especially in our industry, it's kind of like we're fighting against ourselves because we say we're the live music capital, but it's kind of misconstrued because it just means that you have a whole bunch of people playing music on 6th Street.
Right.
It doesn't mean you got professionals.
That doesn't
all
mean
day,
anything. Correct.
We have 106 stages on one street.
Yeah,
that's
like you could have Joe Smo playing at 106 stages all night. Don't mean he good.
Don't mean he good.
Dude, I walked into some bars where I'll see garbage people have a packed bar and then people will leave, and I'll go to another bar and there'll be dudes shredding it and nobody's in there.
Nobody's there. Bro, that's 100% facts. That's 100%. Jacoy was on 6th Street, was on West 6th one time, and I went in there and there was 5 people. Now he's doing, festivals and stuff.
Wow.
It was just like, dog, I don't understand. But yeah, it's so, I know we jumping around and stuff, but that's just really what it is. Like we just have to intermingle ourselves into the fabric that's growing into Austin. We don't have professional sports, until we got the Austin FC to be able to fuel our entertainment business.
And even Austin FC, they had my homegirl Jackie, she did the thing. But also Round Rock just had Kid on there. We had Kid on here not too long ago.
We gotta weave ourselves in.
Yeah, so I mean, it sucks that it's happening late, but it's good that it's happening.
Yes.
Now let me jump back on track because you said you were a manager at 17?
Yeah,
road manager?
Yeah, well, at like 18, 19. So after I graduated and was able to start moving around.
That's responsibility.
Yeah, bro. It was just because the thing is how I was handling myself at the grill. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want anything to pop off at the grill, so I made sure people got paid. If they didn't do what they were supposed to, I still paid them anyway.
But see, now I have to commend you on that because I know me at 15, 16, getting 400 every Tuesday. Bruh. I'm going nuts. Yeah. You can't tell me nothing.
Bro, I was a student athlete too.
Oh. So
that's the thing. I played soccer. Soccer was my thing.
But I feel like that kind of disciplines you though.
Correct. That's what I was gonna say.
Okay.
That's what I was gonna say. I didn't have as much freedom as I wanted to do the music stuff.
And when you had the time, it had to be perfect. Yeah, got you. So you started touring or managing tours at 18, 19. Who are you? Any notables?
Yeah, not anything big. I mean, it's all the guys that were doing the dance stuff. You know what I'm saying? We were doing Texas tours. And then some of my homies, it was just stuff that I was like, because I had quote unquote, because I was the booking agent at a venue, you know what I'm saying? I knew how to talk to other venues and get us in the door and put together stuff so I might put together like SPM with somebody like that. It was, like I said, back then, right?
Yeah.
Camille, all those type of people. But back then, it's like they were big, but they weren't big.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Like for example, that's around the time where DJ Hella Yella got picked up as Trey the Truce DJ. So me and DJ Hella Yella were doing every Tuesday all the time at the grill. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden we look around and DJ Hella Yella is DJ Hella Yella.
Yeah, he's that dude now. Yeah.
So that was around that same time where it's like he got picked up. I don't know if you know Sick. Sick was doing his.
Yeah. I know all these dudes. Sick actually put me on, like maybe 8 years ago, I don't know if it was a Sick Fest. It was something he had, and he put me on, and I was just like, okay.
I'm from that era, what I'm saying? Mr. Fitness and
you remember Bayou?
Yeah,
the Bayou Club.
Come on, dog.
Yo, if anybody from Austin knows Bayou,
you remember them days, dog? What?
I had a show there one time, and I stood outside for at least 30 minutes, saying, "Am I gonna do this?" Bro, Bayou, but see, I love our people. Yeah, man. Because when we had something, we had something.
That's true.
Like we had it, even though Bayou was hood. Yeah. It was hood, but it was ours.
It was ours. And the crazy part, there was a good maybe 2.5 years, bro, where it was like every day of the week there was a hip hop event, and it was packed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was like everybody was going together.
Yep.
And then that kind of splintered a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I love the city, bro. There's just no other way to put it. Like, that's why I gotta stay here and represent for it.
So speaking on, you're a influencer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I know that's a term that's I feel always been around, but I feel that is a term as of 5 years that people put on their resumes and stuff like that. So influencer mainly goes with social media, things like that.
Yeah.
How did it affect you when Facebook and Instagram went dark?
Bro, I just thought it was my Wi-Fi.
Me too. I was at work with okay, that's fine.
I wasn't even tripping like that.
Yeah.
Like, because it's a tool.
Right.
Right. You know, it's why you have to have your own website.
Right.
Like, it's why you need to have your own way to filter people and take them off of social media and put them onto your own platform.
Right.
All of my clients know how to get in touch with me. They don't need me on social media. You know what I'm saying? So it didn't like, you know, and I don't post every day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it didn't really affect me that much. You know, maybe wanting to see what other people are doing. Like, that's my thing, is I actually network on there.
Okay.
It's like, you know, a lot of the things that I've obtained has been from social media.
Right.
I just getting in people's DMs and, you know, shit pop off. And so, you know, that part of it, like, if I haven't obtained a relationship with somebody and I've been like trying to create that, if I lost that would hurt, you know what I'm saying? A lot, because I don't know how else I would get in front of them and for them to be able to see my quote unquote resume in 30 seconds on my page and then respond to me. You know what I'm saying?
But being a influencer of Austin, and I think you're kind of like up there with whoever, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you talk about influencer tastemakers, like, obviously your name comes up. But why do you feel it's important to just kind of stay humble and stay a people person? Because, like I said, I reached out to you 6 years ago, and, you know, tragedy happened, whatever. But when I reached out to you, like, you didn't know me from Adam, and you were like, all right, we down.
100%.
So, like, why do you feel like that's important?
I've seen, because I've had so many hats, I've seen how that's affected artists. You know what I'm saying? And I deal with artists whenever I'm working. You know, whenever a venue hits me, it's like, yo, I want whoop-de-whoop for this day after party. You know what I'm saying? My name's on the line for both the artist and the venue. Now I'm playing liaison. And so I see when the artist is messing up, when the venue is messing up, or the promoter is messing up, you know what I'm saying? And I have to deal with that. Right. And so I've seen a lot of the different things, and I've always just taken notes and said, I'm not gonna be like that. Right. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you pay me to show up as a DJ and 20 people only show up for me, dog, those 20 people gonna get a show. Right. I don't care, bro. I don't care. Like, that's just how, and so I've been in the position where my money's been looked at crazy because the artist came in, bounced out, and that was it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm not gonna do that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is I take a lot of losses for the city, and I know I'm gonna take a loss because I just wanna say, we did this. Right. You know what I'm saying? I've had after parties. If y'all have seen what I've been doing over the time, you know I take my losses with my wins, and that's why I don't let nobody take my wins, because I don't let nobody take my losses either. I man up for my losses. Right. You know what I'm saying? And so you're not finna tell me I ain't get this dub either. Yeah, you know what I mean? So that's just really how it is. And so now we're in a world of social media, where social media is the key to things. I found myself other day realizing that I like it when I get likes, and it 100%. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's affirmation. But then I was like, is that right though? Because yeah, it is. It's fine. I'm posting to post, but when I get the likes, it strokes my ego. Yeah, 100%. Right? But how do you think the world would be if you were Cam the Tastemaker and there was no Facebook, no MySpace, no nothing? I think it would be determined on true following, which is what I'm trying to, that's what they mean by cutting through the noise. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It's like you said, being personable. The reason why I can throw an event and I can have people show up to a random place and they don't know me from shit. Right. It's not like I had all my friends come to this party. My friends don't even show up to my parties. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, random people I don't know showing up is because I believe that I continue to be off social media personable. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna forget your face, bro. Right. See what I'm saying? When I see you out, I'm not gonna act like I don't know you. Right. You know what I'm saying? And there's just certain things like that don't get me wrong, I feel like sometimes, and this is a little bit deeper psychology type stuff, but like sometimes I feel like because I'm so reachable, I haven't gotten to where I maybe need to or want to, because maybe I don't have to give out the perception, right? And people feel like they can just text me, DM me for stuff, and do stuff, like, you know what I'm saying? And I had people around me tell me like, bro, like, they couldn't hit up so-and-so like that, so why they feel like they can hit up Cam the Tastemaker like that? I'm just like, because that's how I put it out there. I put it out there like, you come to me for answers and I can give you the answers and let's run with it. And I've been burned, but like, you know, so I just think I think I'd be the same thing, just not like, I don't actually get as much engagement on social media as people think.
Yeah.
I have a lot more followers than I do engagement. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's just because I don't have followers, I have artists that follow me. I don't have like fans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, but would you expect that fans?
Well, that's what I'm trying to change.
I mean, because when I look at it's hard for me to grasp my head, because when I think about Tastemaker, I think about somebody who puts people on. But when I think about you, I think about your accolades. So for me, I feel like in half you would have fans because of you're putting people on, but in half you wouldn't, because you're just that missing link. You know what I mean? And sometimes this may happen and people just think it happened good, but you did it.
Right.
So you probably shouldn't expect fans.
Correct.
But like, it's good to have that mystique about it though.
I like that. I do like that. And that's kind of where that battle I'm having right now in my transition period. Like I said, you know, I'm doing a lot of the plug and play and helping other people do this and that. I also spend a lot of money to help people do that. And I started to realize, or I guess my team is starting to help me realize, like, yo, you know, imagine, like, how much time do you spend explaining to somebody how to do something the way that you know needs to be done in order for it to work, and convincing them that they should trust you that way? Right. If you put that energy into yourself, you don't have to ask yourself, oh, should I be doing this right now? You just do it. And so I'm starting to realize, like we talked about before, if I can get myself to a certain place, right now, I'm trying to help people with very minimal resources. I got to get myself to a point where I'm like, I'm just got resources. So I can just give them for real. And I can focus on that, you know what I'm saying? And so that's where the DJ thing came in. It's like, yo, I'm on stage all the time hosting. I'm on tour with these artists, and they usually bring me on stage to be their hype man, because I'm good at that. And it's like, why don't I just be a DJ? And so I bought some equipment, figured it out. It took me no time, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I've been killing it. I've been killing it.
So how do you keep the humbleness of it? Because, you know, there's some people who'd be like, well, I used to rap. I'm not finna just be this hype man. I'm finna go try to make some tracks. I'm not finna be your DJ. I'm gonna be my own DJ, however that would work.
No, I hear
you know what I mean? So what keeps you at bay to be like, hey, this is working for me. I don't need to try to outshine anybody. Like, cause I feel like you're getting it from the mud, but you're getting it humbly from the mud, because you can be shitting on people right now if you wanted to.
Bro, honestly. I mean, and that's real. I'm not even gonna, like, that's the fact. And I've been so humble for such a long time, but I've had, like, what I just call thoughts of greatness. You know what I'm saying? People that I study, they don't shy away from the things that make them who they are. And I think the people, and what I've been told from my team again, is the people that do look at me, they deserve that from me, for me to give them my best. You know what I'm saying? For me to reach my pinnacle. Because the thing about me is, I am that type of person that I'm never looking at how can I'm looking at how can you. And so the more I have, the more we have. I'm just that type of person. So I got to think about, okay, it's better for the money to be in my hands than some other motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And so I keep that humbleness by just knowing that my ideas of what I'm trying to do don't end with me. You know what I'm saying? So if I have to be selfish to get to that point, I will be. And so again, that's what kind of DJ thing, because I'm gonna move into not producing like the tracks, but more like DJ Khaled. You know what I'm saying? I can make superstars out of nobodies. This motherfucker gotta go grab Chris Brown in there. You feel me? I ain't gotta do that. And I know I ain't gotta do that. And I know there's greater artists out there, and that's what's gonna make me the tastemaker. And so I'll be able to make the tracks, get these artists on the tracks, and instead of teaching them how to promote, I'm just gonna go market the song. It's my song. I'm gonna go market it. I'm gonna go do what I gotta do and do what I've been teaching these motherfuckers to do for 10 years, but do it right, and we gonna make it happen. I'm just gonna go crazy with it, bro.
With this show, I always appreciate, because all the guests have been humble, but like, as I say, it is okay to be humble, and it is okay to flex.
Hey man, it is what it is.
Real. It's just real.
It is what it is.
It is okay to flex.
Yeah, I just, you know, I gotta tell it like it is, bro. There's been a lot of times where I just been to something happens and I didn't speak up, and I just let people think what it is, you know what I'm saying? And I just let it go, take it on the chin, because like I said, I take my L's with my W's. You know what I mean? I take my L's, so it's all good. Like, So I appreciate that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because now I'm starting to see that like it's okay for me to speak up.
Yeah.
And when I do, it's like there's usually not a person that's like,
because you have the knowledge that the next tastemaker might not have.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this. When I found out who you were, I once was like, yo, I'm podcasting. Maybe I should be a tastemaker.
100% you are.
But I'm too biased.
But no, that's the best part. An influencer isn't biased.
Okay.
Tastemaker, we are biased because we can't give you to our fans if you ain't dope. I'm not putting somebody on my stage.
Right.
I don't care how much money you pay me, bro. If I don't like your music, you're not getting. That's the difference between me and somebody else.
Yeah.
And you can't pay me. You know, if you're a brand coming to me and I'm like, you know who my fans are.
Yeah.
I don't think that's gonna work. You know what I'm saying? So I got in with Sprite. I got in with Jägermeister. I got in with Austin Eastsiders. I got in with people that I know fit what I'm doing.
Is this real stuff?
This is all real.
So this is a flex, okay? I like it. I like it.
But it's just like, well, I say that to say, I didn't go after Ciroc.
Right. Which would be ideal.
Ideal, right?
Yeah.
And that looks like but you got to have your value. This is how you stay humble. You start with your values. So you literally write out your values and who are you just as a person that's going to be true no matter the scenario you're in, and then you filter all that through your values. So when this person gives you an opportunity, I don't care how big it is, if it don't hit every single part, it don't fit your brand.
Right.
And so, you know, people ask me all the time, and I think this is one of the questions of like, how do you fit all this stuff? How you schedule all this stuff?
Right.
And it's like, you can't think of it as like, I'm a single person doing all these things. It's all these things make up this single person.
Wow.
You gotta look at it that way.
Yo.
You got to.
Wow.
I provide, this is what Tastemaker does. What you mean? Why wouldn't I be a DJ? I'm a music connoisseur. Why wouldn't I be a DJ?
That's when like the camera like pans into me and then it just goes like, yo, I did not think about that.
It's true.
That makes sense though, because you are making up these things. These things aren't making you.
These things don't make me. I decide what I'm doing, fam.
Wow.
I decide what I'm doing.
Wow.
And it makes sense for me to be a personality. It makes sense for me to be a DJ under my values and what I want to do.
But then you're walking a thin line then. So are you an influencer or are you a tastemaker?
Definitely a tastemaker. 100%.
Okay.
100%.
But would you like to be an influencer?
There's influencer aspects.
Okay.
You know, people can pay me 100% to put out content.
Right.
You know, and that's 100% what I do.
But I know, like, I hate when people say, like, oh, nah, if it's good, nah, because everybody has a price.
100%.
So if it's whack, but the price is right.
Nah.
No? Okay.
That's the longevity part. That's
okay.
the, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the making sure that you're in brand. Because, for example, I was working with the artist who her whole aura was like, you know, anti-establishment.
Okay.
Black Friday came around. And it was like, do we do a Black Friday sale? We could sell a whole bunch of merch. It's like, that's not part of your brand. Well, your people really receive that.
Right.
Because they hear from you all the other time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's that kind of stuff that's like, you got to make sure it's on brand. The way you do that is by knowing yourself enough to make sure that things that way, you know, anything you talking about that thing that you accepted is part of you. It doesn't seem like it's off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's part of what you do.
What was your, 2 questions. What was your biggest W? What was your biggest L?
Oh, wow, bro. My biggest W is definitely South by. South by money, connections, all of that. Success stories, all of that. Probably 2000. So I did my first official South by show a year with Chapters alumni. Shout out to Chapters. They're actually going to announce soon some stuff with them. And my biggest L would have to be, bro, some of these after parties, dog. Like, I'm not gonna lie. And it's usually, let's just go off of my stuff. I'm not even gonna put nobody under the bus. My biggest L was definitely an after party I did. I'm not gonna name the artist's name, but we was at, which is now not there, Scratch House.
Oh, yeah.
And which is another loss to our community.
Yeah.
But we had a black guy come in there and change it to something different.
Okay, as long as it's one of us. Okay,
you know, shout out to Glenn. But yeah, so, you know, I lost it. Scratch House. Yeah, I did
a question again.
Yeah.
Just say, what's your biggest loss, and you just pick up?
I bet.
All right. So what was your biggest loss?
Yeah, it was definitely after party I did, man. I remember this one time, I'm not gonna name the artist's name, but we were at what used to be Scratch House, and You know, I had the section already. I went there before the concert, got the section already and everything that they ordered, got their rider all set up, made sure everything was right at the venue. Went to Emo's, got backstage, did all the stuff, got the artists their back end, did everything I was supposed to do, got them their black car service, all that kind of stuff. Got back to the venue, it was packed out. Look over to the back to the section, and the manager of the venue is in the section drinking all the bottles with his girlfriends.
Oh, man,
I walk in with the manager, and the manager's like, "Where's our section?" I was like, "It's right there." And so we go over there, and I ask him what's going on, and he said, "I moved y'all over there," and he gave us a picnic table. He brought a picnic table in the venue to give to the artist. So they left.
Can I ask you this question? Owner of the venue, what color was he?
Oh, bro. Yeah, he was white.
Why they be doing us like that?
Bro, look, I didn't want to take. I felt the same way, but this is what happened. I felt the same way.
Yeah.
But the thing is like the people that I deal with that I'm connected to that help me do this. We've had enough history to where it's like what y'all do. They've seen already. They already seen some stupid stuff before. We already know how to work on this, and we just never gonna work with you again.
Right.
But I did feel that way. I felt like what if this was just something that I just knew this one person, and now you messed up my connection.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That happens a lot, bro.
Really?
I'm not gonna lie to you. That happens a lot, and I wonder because when Jamie know. At the couple of stuff I did on West 6,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I have to damn near like, hey man, I'm so like you have to. It's like, dog, you saw me hand this man $25,000.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You know this is real.
But do you think it's because these managers or whoever owns the venue are like, whoa, this turnout is crazy?
I think they want it for themselves. I think they want to be the person that they don't want me to be the person.
Right, yeah. So they're just lying to themselves and just sabotaging.
Because they usually have their own person in the venue.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But then my guy doesn't fly out to Austin no more. He don't like Austin. We don't have no clubs.
Right.
We got bars, bro. We got glorified bars. We don't have no clubs for it. And so my guy sends me to do all the gigs, and so that's why I get all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and it's just like after they see me after a while, then it's like, okay, like we're gonna let him in. My guy had to come down here one time. I'm not gonna name the artist again. He had to come down here one time and just like lay into everybody at the venue, like, yo, when you see Cam, just know it's an extension to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, quit with all this.
Yeah.
You know, because they don't want to give me backstage access and all this type of stuff. And I'm the one that's like, if you don't pay me, the artists don't even show up. So I don't even know what you want me to do. Who you think you gonna call? You don't have no rank here.
Yeah, quit playing.
You don't have no rank here. It's weird, bro. But again, it's like my name's not on the flyer. You know, the stuff that you're talking about is all the behind the scenes stuff that people don't know about. And how'd y'all fix that? I could tell so many people. Oh, well, the one that happened there, I gave the artist the money already. You know what I'm saying? I got the money back. Because again, like my guy's solid. Like there's no mess around stuff. And so I got the money back, and then I just had to give everybody their money back. You know what I'm saying? So I lost.
Dang.
On something I should have won on.
Did that kind of tarnish your name or put like a strike on your name?
Every time something like that happens, it does. But you just got to keep going, and that's the whole thing. Is you're never gonna get it right. It's always gonna have a bad day. You always gonna because look, and this is the famous thing that everybody tell you. Well, did you have a contract?
Yeah.
What the hell is that paper gonna do when a grown man doesn't want to get on the plane or doesn't want to get out of the hotel or is asleep? What does that paper do at that moment when I got 500 people waiting for him?
That will work later on through the legal things, but right now, like
I don't got a contract that say, hey, fix my name in social media because you didn't show up on time. Like there's nothing to help that.
Yeah.
And so, you know, those are the things that like people got to start to realize when they're looking at when they're coming to events. When things don't go right, don't just blame the promoter. Don't just blame you don't know what happened. You really don't know.
Yeah.
You really don't know. They must not have paid them. They could have paid them. And bro, I had an event just a month ago. We paid him all cash, and he walked out after 15 minutes. So it's like...
You just gotta let it go.
I got my money back.
How?
Just because, again, the relationship I have with the guy that, you know what I'm saying? Because there's literally one guy who works with everybody. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's who I have, and it's...
So do you oversee a lot of the stuff that goes on here? Okay.
Yeah. Wow. A lot of the venues call me for the artists.
Wow. And then you reach out to their team or
coordinated. Just get a percentage, man. Just booking. So that's why I say I do a lot of different stuff, and those are the positions I'm in that can help me get where I want to go as a talent.
Right.
So all I got to do is text somebody and say, hey, let me get on this, let me get on that, and I can make some stuff happen. So it's just about putting the resources back into myself that I think is going to change a lot of things, bro. Because I can bring people with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's easier to get me in the door than to get somebody else in the door that people don't know or whatever. But I know they got talent. You know what I'm saying? Because again, it don't end with me, bro. None of this stuff ends with me.
So then, how do you take advantage over like the festivals of like ACL? I know you said South by you throw parties and stuff, but when all these different things happen, fun fest, all this, do you kind of just jump in? And is it just like, are things pre-planned, or are you just on the spur of the moment, like, all right, we finna do this and this?
Great question. With after parties, it's not pre-planned, but you have to kind of have your eye on when things get announced, because if they're in the city, it's way less money you got to pay for them to come out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But the thing about it is, you got to wait till that show is sold out before you can announce the after party.
Why?
So, because that way...
Oh, because people are just gonna go to the after party.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's a clause, concert clauses.
Okay.
And that's another thing why I try to tell artists quit performing so damn much in Austin. It's the same kind of thing. A venue don't want to book. How come I don't get booked? Because yesterday you performed.
For free.
And they don't... They don't
yeah.
So now you have a whole 30 days before you can perform in the city. If you think about it as a professional, you know what I'm saying? So those are the kind of things. In a real concert venue, you're gonna have a clause that say you can't perform in 150 miles for 30 days in a radius.
Really?
It's called a radius clause.
Okay.
And so that's the same reason why artists are in my deal. How come you didn't book me for this? I'm like, bro, like you perform 5 times a week.
But then how does that work for South by?
Well, South by is easy because people are just out. You know what I'm saying? South by is...
So you can just grab...
Crush it.
Okay.
I would say crush one show a day. I would say network at South by. The shows, just be picky about your shows. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Be picky, bro. Just standing in front of... Just being on stage doesn't... How many times have you been on stage and it's helped you? Let's just put it out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like... Network.
I remember the first time I performed at South by when I used to rap. It was my first South by, and it was a South by where it opened up with Jay-Z and it ended with Nas. And I was performing at this club.
The Copper Tank?
What, the Nas?
Yeah.
Nas was at the W.
Oh.
And he did Illmatic with him
insane.
and AZ. Yeah. And that show was popping because it was right before Nas, but the venue was a little bit down the street.
Yeah.
But everybody was just out. Bro. So I mean, it was so packed. Dude, I had this dude beg his girl to beg me to take a picture with him. I gave him the shirt off my back, and I was just like, yo, this is a male groupie. Bro. And nobody even knows who I was.
Right.
And then after that show, I left the venue and ran to Nas.
Bro, that is fire. South by is the best experience. Like it's the best experience. If you can get around the city quickly, oh bro.
Oh yeah.
Get the free food in the morning.
Yeah.
I always have an itinerary. I already know. Get the free food, free drinks.
And Samsung was killing it because when they were doing the battery swap thing, boy, I would go out in the morning. The first thing I do, I would text them, they'd bring me a battery, and then just go on about my day.
That's facts, bro.
Oh man!
You know, as an iPhone user, we was stuck to the wall every South by.
Yeah,
bro.
see,
and having to buy them battery chargers.
So, now, you say that you DJ.
Yeah.
Are you like DJing on the regular?
Yeah, residencies.
You have a residency?
Yeah, I got 2. Well, the same Friday to Saturday at Buckshots.
Really?
Yeah, I'll be adding some more. My goal is to get. I have a goal, bro, so I can make a certain amount. So I know what I need to do. And I'll probably have 5 a week by the end of this week.
How is it DJing in Austin? Because I know, just being black dudes and like we know what we want to hear, but when you DJ, it don't matter what you want to hear sometimes. Because sometimes they want to hear Yeah by Usher, they want to hear Get Low, you might want to play some Dipset stuff or something. So how do you navigate through all of that and to know what the people will receive, and do you take requests?
Yes. Yes to all of that. I do take requests. So let me answer that question first. And because I take requests to gauge the audience less than like, you're gonna tell me what to play next.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's more like, oh, okay, I'm starting to see that I'm getting requests for pop.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Now, what I've noticed though, it might be because of the projection of the night that I presented from the beginning, and songs come in their head like, oh, this would sound good right now.
So you set the tone.
So I set the tone.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Now, and my thing is, to your first question, which is like, how do you figure out what to play? So I had to learn, let me back up. When I was a kid, I listened to all kinds of music.
Right.
Because at the time, hip hop wasn't giving me what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? And so I started to hear all these different songs. I started to love all different types of music, which I think helps me now in what I'm doing. And then now as a DJ, it's like, you know, I can hear a song that I wouldn't listen to and know it's a good song and be like, I wouldn't listen to that, but like, I know that's a hit. And so, and I've always been good at that. I can do that with artists all day. You know what I'm saying? And so that's kind of what I lean on. You know, when I was growing up, I could sit in the car. I had this on my Instagram. I could sit in the car with my friends and be like, you know, tell me about your day. And I put it on a song and it would help their day. Cause it's like, I'm just good at like connecting music with life, you know? And so I create my sets that way, and I'm actually very intentional about my sets and kind of what songs I have ready for the night based on what's going on in the world, based on all kinds of different stuff. And so after that, you just gotta look at how people react to the song. You put on something pop, you put on something super old school hip hop, put it on a rock, and put on the EDM and see how they dance to it, and then go from there, and then just try to rock it from there. But then I eventually hone it all the way into hip hop. By midnight, by 12:30, we going into, you know what I'm saying, we getting that ass shaking.
But is there a certain hip hop like you can play and can't play? Like, cause when I was coming up as a kid in Houston, like we would go to teen clubs, and after a while they banned people from playing Tear the Club Up.
Oh, got you.
Because we would tear the club up.
Cause we do.
Yeah. So do you have your like, this is good, but I can't play it?
Nah, man, they actually encourage it. You know, I like when I say I kill it at Buckshots, there's like they've never seen the type of energy that I bring there. You know what I'm saying? Because I host as well, and you know we got people on tables, we got people going like it's crazy. We have a crazy time, and so one of the best times I've had DJing was there, and you know we put on Mo Bamba, and people went to breaking. Because the first thing I say is, "Where are my YouTube students at?" You know what I mean? And it's like, and usually on a Saturday night. Well, this year we won. We've been winning, so it's like they lit. I don't
think they won today. But
nah, I think we
might have got.
I'm glad I'm downstairs today. I'm not upstairs because the rooftop is crazy. The bookshop is a rooftop and they have a downstairs. So I'm downstairs on Saturdays now. But yeah, like the rooftop, man, I get that crazy. But it's very much like I could play Katy Perry. You know what I'm saying? And it'll go off. I could play some. So it just depends on who's there at what times, what's going on. But I'm good at that. I'm good at seeing.
So it's almost like you got a profile.
Yeah,
profile
100%
the night.
You got a profile. 100% you got a profile.
Yeah, that's dope.
Nah, yeah, you do. You gotta watch who's coming in, how they're dancing to it. Because sometimes, I'm the guy that's like, I gotta keep people raging. But it's like if they're just sitting around smiling and all that shit, and they having a good time not leaving, then you're playing the music good. Like you're playing good enough music, you know. So.
All right, so out of, you know, you've done a lot, you have a lot of accolades going, you have a lot of things going for you, pretty busy schedule, but where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
I see myself running.
Where do you see yourself 5 years from now, and do you see yourself as a gatekeeper?
100%, yeah. So yes, I see myself spearheading the revolution of artists that are not looking to get signed.
Right.
I know that sounds crazy right now, but it's not gonna be in like 2-3 years. You know what I'm saying? Like it's that revolution started, and that's where, you know, I come in with if I bring my status and what I'm doing up, then I can send people to what I'm doing and show them, hey, this is how I got on this festival. This is how because sometimes artists will come to me like, yeah, let's work. And sometimes it's like, but why would I trust you? You ain't done the stuff that we've talked about, you know? And I'm like, you're right, you know, because I take criticism. So I'm trying to be the DJ Khaled, Diddy, Jay-Z, you know, the person that did it and then says, well, here you go. Here's a platform for it, which is Rent a Record label. And that's just the beginning of my full ecosystem. That's just one part.
Now, that got my spidey senses tingling.
Let's go.
Rent a Record label.
Yeah, what does that mean to you?
For me, it means I am a sometimey artist. When I say sometimey, meaning that I just have life happening and I can deal with when I need to. And right now I have the funds to do something, and there is a record label that can do this for me momentarily, no long term, maybe short term, or maybe just in the moment.
That's correct.
That's what I feel rental label is.
That's correct. Imagine if you could walk up to Rockefeller and be like, yo, let me rent your services for 3 months.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
Expound.
Just like you said, you have life going on. You don't know how to market. Maybe you don't want to learn how to market, but you got a dope song and you got a bag. Give us the song, maybe a video. Give us the bag, and we'll set everything up for you. We'll set up your press runs. We'll set up we'll set up your release schedule. We'll set up, just show up. Just show up.
And there's no strings attached.
After that's done, you get pushed out by the with the Sony Orchard. So you get pushed out by the best people that have distribution all around the world.
Oh, so it's connected with Sony. Wow.
Yeah, so we got a full record label.
I've never heard of this in my life.
Like, we're trying to.
I have goosebumps, dog. Like, yo, like, I'm not even lying.
Thank you.
Like,
bro.
I have goosebumps because I had to get the stink look. You know what I'm saying? Because
it means a lot, bro.
Whoa. Please tell me you have all the proper paperwork for this stuff, that nobody would steal this.
Yes, correct.
Yo, this is great. Wow.
I mean, so Rick Barker is Taylor Swift's former manager. He's part of the team.
Little flex. Let's go.
Yeah, bro.
Let's go.
So that's the education part. You could pay. So let's say you don't trust us yet to release all of it and do everything, or you just want to learn something. You can pay a certain amount and learn from Rick Barker himself. He got classes. You know what I'm saying? So there's just. I want to make it to where creatives don't have to go to these labels. We don't have to, bro. Yeah. We really don't have to.
It's been proven.
Yeah, if I can help you pay rent. Look, I'm not saying I'm going to make you Drake.
Right.
That's the difference, right? These record labels are like, oh, we going to make you a big... No, bro. I will help you pay your bills.
Yeah, you income, yes.
Yes, bro.
Where you can do this kind of as a living. And
you're no longer that person that has things happen because you're living off your music. You know.
So do y'all provide... studio time producers, y'all provide No.
So
you need to start that. You need to get that going.
Get the song. The song. If you don't have a video, then we can work the video with your budget maybe, but just give us good music.
So what type of budget are you looking at for somebody to even look towards you?
For the full record label, $1,500 a month.
Okay.
That's the minimum.
And that this is like, it's like what's the thing when you live out your lease, but you're paying monthly?
That's it, yeah.
So it's no contract?
No contract. So we set up that money and we say, okay, this is where your money is going. We show you exactly where it's going, what you're doing with it. You tell us if you like that timeline, and we tell you what days to post, what kind of stuff. We have graphic designers to send you the type of stuff that you need to be posting.
And so I'm only paying that $1,500. Everything else is coming from y'all. So the graphic design, all that stuff, y'all are, wow.
We're doing everything.
Why that price though? That's
well, because we do everything based on your budget.
Okay.
But the minimum is the $1,500 because it don't make no. If you ain't got $1,500 a month, you might as well do it yourself.
Yeah.
It don't make no sense for you to pay us because we're gonna take a cut for doing the work and then use that money. So it's like if you don't have enough, it doesn't make. We gonna hurt you more than help you. So you do enough to start making enough. But we have a program for $250. You can talk to me. You know what I'm saying? We can do a mentorship a month. So it's like mentorship $500 a month. You get the coaching from Rick Barker directly from a person who created Taylor Swift.
When you say from Rick Barker, this isn't just me watching a video of him.
There's the videos of him, and depending on what you want.
But I can email him?
And then talk to him once a week.
Oh, okay. So he's a real person I can talk to. Wow.
Yeah. Same with me. I'm just not Rick Barker, so I'm $250, you know what I'm saying? Jesus. But he gives you classes and things that you can take, like, and he's proven artists are making $10,000 with him a month. So they're able, because he feels like if I can make you money, you can pay me back.
Right, facts.
Right? You can keep paying me if I'm making you money.
Right.
So that's what he does. And you can look him up, Rick Barker. And he's on my website, everything, it's all legit. So so there's, $250, you get like a quote unquote manager in me, right? I'll help you negotiate your contracts. You can hit me up for questions or, hey man, I got this show coming up and they talk about this. No, don't do it that way,
Is it easier to be a local artist, or does it matter?
No, it doesn't matter. I have artists from Chicago. I have artists from all over the place.
So you already you got some things going on.
Yeah, it's just it's hard to scale right now, bro. I need like an app or something. So I'm in that transition of like really turning the rental record label. That's why the website's literally down. This time getting worked on because I'm trying to. I need to find a way to fast track this to where I can help more artists at once. You know what I'm saying? Because right now I don't have the infrastructure for the amount of people that want to be a part of it. So I need to get the infrastructure right. But you know, it's just gonna take time. That's why I say a couple of years is gonna be the point where I have connections with all these like music tech companies that are trying to help local artists. So they come to me because they know I have a, you know?
Yeah.
And so all these pieces, what does an artist gotta do? They get a song, they gotta get it fucking registered, you gotta get on BMI, you gotta get it copyrighted, you gotta submit it to your thing. You gotta do this song has to go through all these things before it can even come out. And then on top of that, you gotta use all these other websites to promote it.
Right.
I'm trying to shrink all that to where it's like, you come to my website, I help you do all these things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We just put it together.
You know, I'm not the best producer, but once y'all start getting into that game, because I know y'all are gonna expand, I will give you beat packs.
Bro, that's
beat packs.
You have no idea. That's gonna be the
I'm on record saying it. I will give you beat packs.
This is gonna, bro, remember that shit. We're gonna come back to this. We're gonna clip this video.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that right there.
We gonna come back and clip it. I may hit you up after this. Be bugging you.
I can't wait. I gotta, because I need to talk to producers and figure out how that fits in the because we need that.
Right.
Because right now we got artists that are paying for stuff off of YouTube.
Yeah.
You know
Dude, I make beats, and I start off making beats because I used to rap.
Right.
But then I started making beats that I like. And then I started making beats that I felt would go good for video games. And then I started making hip hop. I know, man, that licensing. And then I started making hip hop beats. And then there's some people around the town like Timothy, Clove, and all these people, Kid Jones, and they like him. I'm just like, take him, take it. Like I don't, cause I don't look at myself as a aspiring producer. So when I make something they like, I'm just like, take it. So yo, I will give you beats and you can go through them. And these are, and like I don't sample. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't gotta clear nothing. I'm telling you, man, we'll talk.
Hey, yeah, we're gonna talk because that's where it's at. That's what I'm trying to get to. You know, just a little inkling into what I'm trying to like tap into. You know, you go into like a convenience store or kind of a clothing store. Let's just go to a clothing store, right? You go into a clothing store, and sometimes they've thought about the lighting in there. They thought about how it looks. They thought about everything. But what they haven't thought about, bro, is the music. Like they are actually licensing out music to play in the store. They got to play Spotify. They got to play something. Right. But how crazy is that, bro? Why wouldn't like Abercrombie have their own like playlist?
Yeah.
And then like artists that they believe in that made songs that resonate with their brand.
I went into Pandora the other day and they literally had it on 2000 hits. Right. So it was just playing like Usher, TLC, things like that. And I was just like, where am I?
But imagine if you and Kid Jones can make a song for them and they just pay y'all $2,000, but now they own the song and they can stream that motherfucker for forever, and they're gonna make way more than $2,000 out because they have way more fans than we. What if Abercrombie had what if Gucci had a playlist? How many artists want to be on a Gucci playlist, bro?
But let me ask you this. Now, if an artist comes to you and says, I have the opportunity, would you tell them take the money or ask for royalties? Because it's like the Lion King thing.
There you go.
They tried to get a boy, 100 racks?
Yeah.
And he said, nah, give me the royalties.
Yeah,
and he eating.
That's the decision that needs to be made 100%. I personally think, though, the easier way is just getting the bag up front. Right. You know what I'm saying?
And then adding that to your resume.
And then
people are going to hear it. Yeah, I feel you.
That's how I would look at it long term. And just because it's you got to get lawyers involved to make sure you're getting your royalties.
Right, yeah.
So now you're spending money to make money. And I don't know, I'm just more of like let's just get this done. Let's get it over with. Let's move on to the next,
So, Rent a Label, how long has this been going?
We soft launched about a year ago.
So how many people in town know about this?
It's gaining traction for sure. I mean, we did like a what do they call, like a pre-sign up, where we put out ads and stuff and people signed up and told us how much they could pay, all kind of stuff. And there was probably like 20, 30 people from Austin. So it's definitely picking up traction. People know about it and know what I'm doing. I just haven't opened the doors. I don't think I've made people feel welcome yet. So I'm waiting for that. And that's gonna be a big moment. We're probably gonna have like an open party and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be big. The way I look at it, I feel like a lot of your people that you are over will be outside of Texas, but this is going to be that little diamond in the rough for the people who live in Austin to know that this is home base.
That makes a lot of sense. I love that.
Yo.
I gotta use that. No, I love that, man. I mean, honestly, that's why I put my colors are black, gray, and an orange. And I wanted to put that orange in there to represent Austin. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the one thing. And it's an exciting color, exciting new. That's kind of what it means. You know? And so like, so I appreciate that actually, because I do want that to always be known as like, okay, what came out of the live music capital of the world.
So let me ask you a question again. Yeah. 5 years from now, where do you see Rent a Record label?
I see it being like the Uber or Airbnb, bro, to be honest. Like the place where, you know, artists just like, hey man, how you gonna release that? Oh, you know, I'm just gonna rent a record label. Like I just think it's gonna be one of them things, you know?
So now, with that being said, you know, because I know I can see it, this is gonna be big. But you know you're gonna get a knock on the door, Universal, all this, yo, let me buy this. Yeah. Let us what do you do? Because then it's being controlled.
I see, that's the thing. I want to be the farm team for the labels. I want them to look at us. I'm gonna ask them for the bag. I'm not gonna ask them to buy me. I'm gonna ask them, yo, do you have any artists that you hope and wish will be somebody in 2 to 3 years? To break in?
Oh man.
Use me.
Yeah. And you already got, you know, with your tastemaker and with your promotion and all that stuff. So wow.
Or an artist knocking on your door and you're like, maybe not yet. Go to Rent a Record label, holla at us after that. Don't you get yeah, bro, I wanna, because I've thought about that. Cause my pops, bro, my pops was like, hey man, these boys gonna be knocking down your door. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Cause like this is one of those things like, I didn't get this so I can say this. I was about to be on Shark Tank for it. You know what I'm saying? And we didn't get it, but so.
I don't think they would have rocked with it, because I don't think they would have. Mark Cuban probably the only one that like, or the FUBU dude.
Nah, you know who's funny?
The girl.
Mr. Wonderful.
Oh, really?
I did my research. That man, his son and him are musician freaks, bro. Wow. He's been looking to try to find something. So that was gonna be my guy. I was gonna go in there and grab him. Yeah. Bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Cause I think he understands, one, subscription services, and two, the music industry is just bullshit.
Right.
And so it's funny because that's how I thought too. I really thought, you know, maybe Damon then. Yeah. Nah, man, Mr. Wonderful, bro. For some reason, he has the knack. His son wants to be a rock star. And so I was gonna go in there and tell them that straight story. Like, Mr. Wonderful, your son wants to put out music right now, has no idea what he's supposed to do, right? Yeah. You know, you send him to me, we make it happen. As simple as that. There's nothing else to explain. You know, so that's why I think it's like the Airbnb or the Uber. It's like we don't own artists the way Airbnb doesn't own homes. Right. The way Uber doesn't own cars, or you know what I'm saying. We use the infrastructure that's already there, which is people. Yeah. And we put it in there. You know, so hopefully, you know what I'm saying. We can.
I wish that was around when I was a rapper. Boy. I really do.
Trying to create stuff that I didn't
Jesus
have,
Christ.
You know what I'm saying? But it just makes perfect sense to me. You know?
Wow.
I don't know why we haven't done it yet, because it's just one of those things. Like I said, we create a hub of creators, because then from there, you know, that's just step one, bro. I got I got 9 different things that I'm trying to do, so that's just step one.
So, are you ready for some trivia?
Oh man, I'm terrible, but let's do it.
All right, when we come back, we have Trivia Blitz with Cam the Tastemaker. I am Moke Wallace. This is H2EG Backstage. Stay tuned.
Yes, sir.
Welcome back to H2EG Backstage. I'm your host, Moke Wallace. I have Cam the Tastemaker with me, and we are about to do some Trivia Blitz. Are you ready, sir?
Ready as I'll ever be, man.
All right. Now, some of these will be just know the answer, multiple choice, or maybe, you know, we'll figure it out. You ready?
Sure.
I always try to start off with an easy one.
Oh, I like that.
Whose music catalog did Michael Jackson purchase the rights to in 1985? This is multiple choice. A, Diana Ross. B, Miles Davis. C, The Beatles. D, Rolling Stones.
The Beatles.
That is correct. In 1985, Michael Jackson purchased the publishing rights to the vast majority of the Beatles catalog for $47 million, outbidding Paul McCartney himself. That would suck. That would suck.
Think about that. You own music if you own the Beatles.
Yo, but to outbid Paul McCartney, we need the Beatles. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I didn't even catch.
I don't own my own stuff no more. Yo. But I think it's like worth like $1 billion now.
Yeah, something crazy.
So that's generational wealth.
I think he also got Elvis's too when he married his daughter.
Who, Elvis?
When he married Elvis's daughter.
Oh, I thought you meant when Elvis married that 14-year-old girl. Oh. But shots fired. Yeah. What is the surname of Tom, co-founder of MySpace? What is his last name? Tom the co-founder of MySpace.
Oh, I should know this.
You should.
What? How come I can't think of?
Bing, bing, bing.
Oh my God, bro! I'm looking at it in my head. I just can't even like. I don't even. There's no multiple choice for this one.
Nope.
Oh man, I don't even know. I can't remember.
Anderson.
What?
Tom Anderson.
No.
Tom Anderson co-founded the social network site MySpace in 2003. Tom from MySpace.
Yeah,
Tom.
I didn't think it was Anderson. I thought it was like something. Man, I don't know.
Which celebrity has the most Instagram followers?
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
There's no multiple choice?
Nope.
Oh, that's got to be a Kardashian.
Nope. I know, right? You would think, but no.
No. Oh, bro, is it that? Nah, it's not.
No, follow your gut.
I was gonna say, is it that fake person, that girl, that
No.
auto-generated girl? You know what I'm talking about?
No.
There's like a computer generated model. She's a Vogue model, and she's auto-generated. She's a black chick too.
No.
Well, I mean, she's a black thing.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cristiano has the most followers, bro. That's my guy.
354 million followers. You must not
I
be
should have
following
known.
him.
Nah, I don't. Yeah, I don't.
So how's he your guy if you're not following him?
Bro, I'm a soccer guy.
Oh yeah, you are.
Yeah, man, I played for the Aztecs, so I'm a soccer guy for sure. I don't follow soccer players though.
No, I mean, in which year? This isn't multiple choice. In which year did Facebook pass 1 billion users?
2019. 2019.
In which year did Facebook pass 1 billion users?
Earlier than that?
Yeah. See, I would give you a
He said, huh?
a hint, but it would give you the, you know. If I give you the hint, you will know the
How am I
answer.
supposed to know this? Yeah.
The hint is the world was supposed to end during this year.
Oh, year 2000.
2012. Facebook.
Bro, I don't.
Was not out in 2000.
All I know is the year it was supposed to end. What was the year supposed to end in 2012?
2012. I don't know, Mayan calendar. Facebook signed up its 1 billion users
I knew about Y2K.
in 2012 on
just dated
September
myself,
14th, to be precise.
I would never have known that, dog. Never.
Multiple choice.
Oh, let's
Multiple
go.
choice. What rapper holds the world record for most words in a hit single? A, Eminem, B, Busta Rhymes, C, 50 Cent, D, Kanye.
No, bro. Gotta be one of the first two. Oh, no. It's gotta be Busta.
Are you sure? Final answer?
That's my finance.
Okay, that is wrong. It is A, Eminem, Rap God.
I would've
6
thought-
minute
oh, wow.
trap contains 1,560 words.
Including I? No, I'm just playing. That's cool.
Probably.
That's good.
And he was tongue twisting for four
crazy.
seconds. That song was fire. I might listen to that today.
Yeah, Rap God's fire.
Now, next one's multiple choice. What album did Tupac Shakur release from prison? A, Better Days, B, 7 Day Theory, C, Me Against the World, D, All Eyes on Me.
Which one?
I'm asking you.
C.
Correct.
For your boy Cam.
Correct. Me Against the World made an immediate impact on the charts, debuting at #1 on the Billboard Top 200.
That's crazy.
Okay, so you're like what? You're the
2.
yeah. That's it. 2 out of 6.
Like, I'm out here winning, bro.
That is a failing grade. We can add that L.
We're gonna
to
add
your
that
record
L.
of L's.
I'ma
Because you say you
that
take your L's like a man.
I'm gonna take my L.
You
bro.
took the L like a man. Cam, I learned a lot about you today. I feel like I learned more than what I would have learned if I would have podcast you 6 years ago.
100%.
So I'm kind of happy the way things happened. Now, tell the lovely people how they can find you.
Oh, for sure. On all social media, it's at Cam the Tastemaker. CAMTHETSTMKR. That's Tastemaker with no vowels. If you don't know what vowels are, I don't know what to tell you.
AEIOU.
AEIOU. None of those are in Tastemaker. Just take those out. TSTMKR. You'll see it everywhere. You'll see it right here. Tastemaker, man.
And that's on every platform?
Every platform, Zach Cam the Tastemaker. Cash App and Venmo too.
Yeah. Hey, for real. And rent a record label?
Yep, rentarecordlabel.com. Definitely get at me. You know, need a manager, you need to learn something, or you know, want to get your music out there. We're taking very few people right now and trying to get it right, hone in on our stuff, and then we're gonna scale from there.
Yeah. And be sure to follow H2EG Backstage at H2 Entertainment Group. Be sure to follow me, Moke and Friends, wherever you find your podcast, YouTube, Spotify, all that good stuff. And always, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you, seriously.
And hello, mother.